Welcome into the Panthers.com video mailbag. Staff writer Max Henson here as the still undefeated Carolina Panthers get set to travel to New York to take on the Giants. We got our first question this week from Trevor Donaldson, who asks, how will the Carolina offense run the ball consistently without Jay Stu? It's going to be a challenge. Of course, Jonathan Stewart has been tremendous this season. Number 3 right now in the NFL in rushing yards per game. He's got close to 1,000 yards in the season. He's a big-time talent, of course. But this Carolina Panthers rushing offense ranks number 2 in the league for a reason, and it goes beyond Stu. Nothing to take away from him and his talent, but the offensive line has been outstanding all season long for Carolina, running the ball effectively, winning at the point of attack. And they've got some guys in the backfield that I feel can get the job done. You look at Mike Tolbert, Fozzie Whitaker, and rookie Cameron Artis-Payne. All three of those players are going to share the workload. They all bring different skills to the table, and I think Carolina behind that offensive line, and of course you can't forget Cam Newton when you're talking about the run game. The factor he provides in there as well, I think they can handle the loss of Stewart for at least this week. We got our next question from David Suntuff, who asks, how does Josh Norman match up against Odell Beckham Jr., considering how Norman has been a lockdown cornerback this year? Well, yeah, it's another week and another big-time matchup for Josh Norman. Last week it was Julio Jones and the Falcons. Everybody was looking forward to that one. And now this week it's Odell Beckham Jr. And not much has to be said. Beckham Jr., a tremendous player, explosive talent. You know Eli Manning's going to try to get the ball in his hands, and why wouldn't you? He puts up touchdowns seemingly every week. Josh Norman, though, I think has the physical ability to handle him. And we've seen it throughout the year. Josh, against these number 1 wide receivers, has done such an outstanding job as Carolina's true number 1 cover corner. He's locking guys down, and the reason he does it is because what he can do at the line of scrimmage, which he's going to have to do against Odell Beckham Jr. this week. He's got to get up in his face, jam him at the line, can't let him get into his route. Josh has those long arms and that quick twitch ability to be able to handle these athletic wide receivers, and I think we'll see him match up well again this week. It's going to be something we're all looking forward to watching, none more so than Josh Norman. Well, for our last question, we're actually going to go to something I asked in a Twitter poll this week, which got some interesting responses. The question I asked to you guys was, which stat impresses you most? And the choices were Coleman, 7 interceptions this year, Gins, 8 touchdowns this year, or Kawann Short's 9 sacks. And got over 6,000 votes, which I appreciate all the feedback. That was great. The runaway winner was Coleman's 7 interceptions, which I thought was interesting. Of course, he's having a tremendous season. 7 interceptions is a franchise record for safeties. It's pretty unprecedented what he's done. He's got an interception in 5 consecutive games. So Coleman having a great year. Ted Ginn, 8 touchdown catches on the year. Equally as impressive, I feel. That's more touchdown catches than Calvin Johnson, Antonio Brown, and Julio Jones. Just to put something into perspective of what Ted Ginn Jr. has done. For me, my choice was Kawann Short, and this is what finished 3rd in the voting. And I think his 9 sacks are the most impressive of the bunch because of the position he plays. Talk about defensive tackle. To get 9 sacks and to get this close to double digits, which he of course really wants, is so impressive. You just do not see that very often. He also has the franchise record now for sacks by a defensive tackle, 2 more than Chris Jenkins had when he had 7. So for me, Kawann Short having an absolutely tremendous season, 9 sacks from a defensive tackle, so impressive. And that would be my vote. I was interested to hear your guys' responses. Thanks for taking part. Obviously, 3 tremendous players putting up some interesting statistical seasons so far in 2015. Well, thanks again for the questions this week, everybody. We'll do it again next time here on Panthers.com.